Okay, so today with Miss Delta, I thought I'd start. She had a little hitch in her giddy up for a couple days, so I gave her a little break. But now I want to start teaching her how to kind of drive in the round pen. And I'm not talking about just going around in circles. I'm talking about being able to change her directions and stuff almost from behind her and get her to follow my feel from behind. I haven't done this at all with her. I'm assuming she hasn't had it done yet at all. So I'm going to give it a go today. And I promise you, she is not that wet and dirty from sweat. We had the sprinklers on and she really likes to play in the sprinklers. So I let her play in the sprinklers. It's a nice warm day. So I could have brushed her, but I got to let her dry anyway. So I figured I'd do this and she'll just have some fun being a little muddy. So anyway, what I'm going to start doing is watching my baby over there get into trouble. But anyway, I'm just going to start kind of going behind her, and all I'm using is my halter rope here. You don't need anything spectacular or specific to use. And then just as if I'm riding, I'm going to open this side and drive this side. And eventually, if I just kind of hang in here a little bit, I'm going to see if I can start getting her to follow my feel from behind. See how she's kind of looking at me? She's like, what do you want? There she goes. She starts cutting across just a little bit. Now I'm going to drive on this side and open this side and see if she understands how to do this. So you can do this with the bit and reins and stuff like that if you want to. And every once in a while I'll do that on a horse. You know, if their mouth is sensitive or I'm not sure quite how they're going to react to that bit or something like that, I might give it a go. Now there she kind of, so I just get back behind her. You know, I might just put that bit and put some reins on and just stand behind them and do this too. But if you can get this feel, even when you don't have anything directly attached to them, you're that much further ahead of what you kind of want them to get done. You want them to kind of look back to you all the time. So I'm going to open this up again. I'm going to ask her to go to the left and start to cut across. So you can see my whole body. My right side is pushing that hip and I'm opening up my left. Switch my halter rope if I need to. And it just takes a little bit sometimes on this first little bit. I haven't done a whole lot of, you know, major driving even on the ground yet, you know, online. So you'll see a lot of stuff kind of going on here. It's going to get kind of boring here for a second. There she goes. See, she came off that rail and started to come across. Now I'm going to straighten her out, straighten me out, switch, and see if I can get her. She has one side that's not as good as the other on everything that I've done with her so far. And I want her to go into the rail, not towards me, because I'm pulling on this line and driving this line. Pulling on my right, driving on my left. She thinks I want her to round pen. I'm not asking her to round pen. I'm asking her, no, wrong answer, but I'll let it go. Slow her down again. Kind of cutting behind her. Pull her off to the right. Because if you can get them equally switching eyes from you when you're on the ground like this behind you, then when you're on their back it kind of makes a lot of good sense to them. I'm going to see if I can drive her into the rail. Again, I'm not asking her to round pen. I don't round pen the bejeebies out of her by any way, shape, or form. I kind of let her get her legs stretched out and stuff like that. Now, she's not limping. She's a gaited horse. So, slow her down again. Send her off this way. Now, because again, I wanted to see if I could show you guys this before I did a whole lot of other stuff with her so that you could see a whole lot of things happening. Because when I do this with a horse that I've already done tons and tons of driving you know, online with and sending them through obstacles and stuff. This happens like in about 2 minutes at the most. I have them coming around here like as if I'm riding them. So I want her to make a whole bunch of mistakes. I know you always say, or you always hear anyway, you never want your horse to go away from you, to turn away from you, but yeah, you do sometimes if you're asking for them to do that. As long as they're respectful and they kind of have that understanding that you're, there you go. And I'm going to back off. And she's going to understand that it's okay if I'm asking for it, for her to turn away from it. I want her to follow my feel. She doesn't try and kick. She's not a mean horse at any stretch of the imagination. So it's not a disrespectful thing, it's a respectful thing, because that's exactly what I was asking for. Now I'm going to turn over here, draw her with my right hand, push her with my left, open my whole body, drive her this way. Now I'm going to drive with my right. Nope. Drive with my right, open my left. Off. Right. I'm not going to get all wacky about her not doing it. She'll find the answer. And she'll understand here in a minute to not even have to run around here like a crazy woman. And yeah, I have my other 2 horses out. Dogs are running around. I want these guys okay with distraction, because they're going to get distraction. She's going to hopefully go in a show ring. Maybe not when she's done playing in the sprinklers like this. But one day she's going to go in the show ring when she's all pretty. So there's going to be tons and tons of distractions. She needs to pay attention to me, not them. Or, well, not me, I won't be in the show ring. But her mom or whoever's riding her. I just keep trying to find that balance point. See if I can get her to understand it's okay to follow this around. There. And totally back off. Alright. That's different. Get back into my body position. Right hand is leading off. Left hand, just like when I'm riding. I'm creating a channel, I'm creating a box, I'm creating whatever you want to create. Everybody has their own identification with what they have, but you have parameters. So I'm creating that with my body and trying to keep her in that from way back here. Getting her to look to me. I don't want to just drag my horse all over town. That doesn't work. There she cut. Let's see if I can get her. Her and Wrangler, that shepherd there, like to play a lot. Nope. That way. I'm just going to kind of get out in front of her. Thank you. Want her to think, not just run off. Now I'm just going straight behind her here. Now I'm going to open my left side, push my right side. My belly button, what I always say, my laser pointers. Everything is pushing off, going that direction, kind of left. Even my, which you're too far away to see, but my feet even though I'm going forward and around here because I have to stay behind her, my feet are even in that direction. My right hip is generally further forward than my left. I want her to come across. Not pay attention to Allie, but pay attention to me. And get her to come across. I promise, when you get this pretty good, by the time you get on there, you don't have to do a whole lot of... Oh, she almost made it. You don't have to do a whole lot of stuff with your reins that first ride. If this starts making sense to them, now, as soon as you get on them, you look in a direction, that's the direction they start to go. You don't have to pull them anywhere. Pretty much ever. I'm not saying they'll never get lost or confused. I'm gonna help her here. There she goes. Take all that pressure off for a minute. Stand back up again. She's pinning her ears at my dog, not me. Her and Wrangler have this love-hate-play relationship thing going on here. Sometimes even at 3 o'clock in the morning. See, Phoenix just got into my bedding. Okay. Turn to the right. Turn to the left. There we go. Good job, Delta. Nice and easy. Rocker's not going to be happy about that. Wait. Okay, open my left. Drive with my right. Open my right. Drive with my left. See if I can help her find it. There we go. Pull with my right hand, open my left. Stand behind her. Open my right, push with my left, cut her across, push with my right, open my left, bring her across, open my left, push with my right, bring her across, push with my left, open my right, there we go. From that angle it might look like I touched her, but I was pretty far away from her. Open my right, push with my left, wait on her here. There she goes. Phoenix is creating all sorts of havoc over there. Push with my right, open my left. Yeah, that's my playful boy. You can see he's terrified of everything. Open my left, push with my right. Open my right, push with my left. And then she got distracted. This is exactly what I want. I want all this stuff going on. I want horses running around, going idiotic, dogs barking, just the world happening. You know, I always say, bring on the circus. So I'm sure that when the circus does happen, she doesn't think anything different of it. If Phoenix is good for nothing else, he is good for distraction. There we go. Open the right, push the left. Straight. Just doing figure eights if you haven't figured that out yet. Open my right, push with my left. Okay, now she's kind of got things going here. I'm going to stop and kind of back up and take my pressure completely off of her. If I can get her attention here. I get her to come look at me here. So now she's confused. She's like, wait, now what do you want me to do? And I want her to be able to sort this out. And they can drive that hind. See if I can get those feet to come across and over. Block the front. Drive the hind. Block the front. Drive the hind. Block the front. Drive the hind. Siren just went off, so my dogs are howling. Drive the hind. Block the front, drive behind, block the front. Not away from me this time. She'll start determining that now my body is completely different than it was a minute ago. And now I want her to come in and look at me. She came off the fence just to hitch, drive, pull. Wrong answer this time. I just stay patient here. She'll start making the difference. You remember in the beginning here, all she wanted to do was come towards me. And then I got her to go away from me. There we go. Just that look there I was happy with. But I want to get those hind feet to actually make the connection, not just the eyes. I want the whole feet and body to make that connection to do that. Thank you. And she looks away. Almost. Almost. There. Drive behind. And again, all this distraction, if I had her in an enclosed area here, this would probably be long done. But I want her to make the choices that when she's thinking about me, pressure's off. When she's not thinking about me, pressure's on. Cut her off. Cut her off. Cut her off, but I'm still looking at that hind. There you go. Didn't necessarily want to change direction, but she's just trying to figure out what it is the heck am I asking. So, push the hind. And I stop the front. No. Wrong answer. Push the hind. See, now I can come out here and I can whack her really hard right now. That's not going to help her want to, make these decisions. Kind of walk up to her, give her a little pet, and kind of see if I can help her understand. All I want to do is say hi right now. There we go. Good job, kiddo. Your mommy could see you now all full of mud. That's okay. You had a lot of fun, didn't you? You like the sprinklers. All right. Come back here a little bit. See if I can get those hindquarters. Get those hindquarters. Stepping on my rope there. Oh, that's the front. I want the hind. blocker, blocker. Get behind, block the front. There we go. Good job. Give her a little rubbing. Off away from her. Bob and Phoenix are having fun back there. Let her think about life for a second. She comes. If you remember on that first video I did, I worked hard on keeping her away, you know, not jumping on me so much. So she stopped at a respectful distance. I appreciated that. And now I'm going to pick it up again. She's come in. She's had her rest. She's had her reward. She's had her kisses and plays. Now I'm going to send her off. Get behind her and drive her again. See if I can get some sense being made here. Cranky mare. Now, open the right. Oh, she can't play with Wrangler. And she's about 3 years old. She has enough of an attention span that she can stick with me this long here. She's not a 6-month-old. But I want to get her to where she can come across here. There we go. Now they're going that way, and I'm going to see if I can get her to go that way. Good job. Okay, follow behind her. Now open my left and drive my right. Open my right, drive my left. There we go. Straight. Little whole channel. Open. Switch. And as this gets better, I can sit out here even with cones and get her going through different cone patterns, you know. I don't know that I'll have her long enough to do that, but sometimes you never know. Drive on that right eye. She's looking back at me. She's like, wait a minute, what do you want me to do? Now she can see me out of her left. If her forelock would get out of the way. Across. Now I'm going to not switch directions. Go in this direction. There we go. I just can't fight her while I'm doing that. See, everybody was playing with sprinklers. They're all full of mud and wet. Horses like to be horses. Let them be horses. I'm going to come this way. Drive her to the right. Open my right. Drive my left. Turn around a little bit. Let her come off yet. Now, ask her to come off. Open the right. Drive the left. Fall in a hole. Good. I'm going to see if I can continue her in this right-hand circle here. Just because I did a whole lot of come off the rail, change direction, come off the rail, change direction. So then I made sure I could come off the rail and then maintain direction. Now come off the rail. Eventually. Hello. There we go. Now, switch. drive. My dog there. Very good. Now again, change my body. Come to the middle. Face her. Look at the hind. Draw the front. Tuck to those hindquarters. You know, if I would have, the first time doing all this, got all, shouldn't say short-tempered, but short-tempered, and meaning not taking the time to just kind of let her work through it. Some people don't take that little extra time, and they start, you know, hitting them a little bit too soon, or getting after them, or this isn't working after 3.5 seconds, so they put the rope on her and get her going. Just stay in your position, fix it up, and wait for it to happen. Get the preparation done. Get it all there, and then, you know, things start going good then. That's what they do. So it clicks if you give them time to learn. But if you don't give them time to learn, then you just keep doing it over and over and over again. Now I think that was pretty dang good. And I'll stop this video and I'll probably work on something else with her hair in a minute. I'm just going to give her time to think about that. And I'll be doing this again a few more times. But that was actually pretty dang good. Oh. I'm going to go rescue my yard stuff from my baby. Not really a baby anymore. Come Monday, tomorrow, I'll have had him for 6 years.